Good evening everybody and welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm going to be doing the final episode of the first series of Bad Education, which is called Politics. So, without much further chatting and etc, we'll get into this. But of course, as ever, I'd like to remind everybody who's watching this on YouTube when it eventually gets there, that this is a series that is available with early access on the Patreon, and it is one of the I think it is one of the cheap. It's a cheap Super 6 member, which means it's one of 6 series available in the $1 a month tier for early access. Also, last night I discovered that keeping up appearances just will not go onto YouTube. It's impossible. I tried to upload it 3 times. It was blocked all 3 times. I tried increasing the volume of the background music. I tried increasing the size of the text on the screen. Nothing would work. So right now I am plumb out of ideas. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a think about it. But for now, Keeping Up Appearances is a series that will just not be available to those of you on YouTube. I'm really sorry about that. I'm disappointed because I was looking forward to people watching it. The post that I put up telling people about it, I put a poll up asking which one you look forward to not going out or Keeping Up Appearances won that poll, I think. Yeah, really annoying. I'm so disappointed. But there's nothing I can do about it. I don't control copyright. It's the BBC. So yeah, that's that. But anyway, let's get into this and have a laugh, hey?
My heart is broken, like an egg on the floor. If I wasn't such a grown-up, then I'd call you a whore. You are my personal salmonella. Going off on holiday and having sex with Trevor. She's the egg-smashing woman.
27 views. Wow.
Egg-smashing.
I was 16, alright? I was in a bad place.
Why don't you just take it down?
I would, but I forgot my password. And my security question. I mean, Jesus, what is my favourite place?
Well, judging by that, another dude's arse.
Shut up, Mitchell.
Sir, can we watch my video now?
Alright, what's it called?
One girl, 10 cups.
Oh, God, Chantel.
What? It's just me doing the washing up.
Greetings and salutations. David Milbank. I was just wondering if I can count on your vote for this forthcoming school election.
Go away? We're
Future politician, right there.
working?
Now, who did you vote for last year?
That's none of your business.
The X Factor, yes.
X-Factor.
Look, I love music. I'm a big fan of the Coldplay, Jay-Z, and only
The Coldplay, Jay-Z, Olimers Feet and Rizzle Sticks. Get out.
Mer's Feet, Rizzle Sticks.
Sir, do you want to see an old guy singing with his nutsack?
Mitchell, why would I want to see an old man singing with his... Oh my God. Is that... Oh, I've got to send this to Fraser. He loves Peter Gabriel.
Goodness, Peter Gabriel's aged. Oh, Jesus. Okay, but nothing to see here. Get up and put the phone away. Right, question 10's really good. Get on with that.
Shit. I mean, it would happen, wouldn't it? Oh, politics. Can I just say, the intro of this show does not work with any other song than the one that they used originally. It works perfectly.
This is the dawn of a new age. Now, by now, you'll all be aware that a video of our headmaster showing children images of a geriatric man manipulating his scrotum to song has gone viral. He's been asked to remain off the school grounds pending a review by the Educational Authority Disciplinary Board.
No.
In the interim, I shall rule.
Bullshit. Surely the most senior member of staff should be headmistress. Marlinson has been here since, like, the swinging 60s.
The swinging 70s and 80s. The 90s were a bit dry, thanks to my hip replacement.
Now, given the disastrous example
What the fuck is she wearing?
set by our ex-headmaster, we have to get our house in order.
What do you mean, house in order?
Oh. Well, for starters, I'm not having you turning this place into a hippie commune. That ludicrous garden of yours.
The one I built as a memorial to my late brother Freddie.
I need a new parking space. Could it fit a Hummer? And take this school election. Always an absolute shambles.
Oh, is it?
I don't believe in elections.
Of course you don't.
Of course you
We
do.
are going to show the board that we can get something.
You are our resident Soviet.
Which means, Wickers, you can sit this one out.
Bothered.
This election will run that clock. And that way I will show the board that I am the right man for the job on a permanent basis.
No one wants you in charge. You're like the stepmom in Parent Trap.
With me in power, the school will improve, expand. The pupils will be better, stronger, purer.
Almost like a super race.
Yes.
Amazing.
And now I have to deal with that troublesome Fletchley.
Excuse me.
The school will improve.
Almost like a super race.
Yes.
Amazing.
And now I have to deal with that troublesome Fletchley boy. His parents are demanding compensation for some little Jaffin accident, so I'm expelling him.
On what grounds?
For having marijuana in his locker.
And how do you know that?
I put it there.
Bitch!
I need a smoke.
Yeah, me too.
You don't smoke.
Yeah, sure I do. You know, like when I'm stressed.
After the rain, we forget we make sure we gain, then we leave it. 'Cause we're a nation of forgetters.
Fraser is screwed.
That's some good shit. Do you want to do blowback?
It's a cigarette, Alfie, it's not pot.
Yeah, sorry.
Can you imagine
He's
Pip
such
as
a
a
noob.
mistress? I am not letting her near Freddie's tree.
You heard the way she was talking. She'd probably have Jewish kids in separate classes. 5 years' time from now, it'd be us up in front of a disciplinary board telling them we're only following orders.
She could sack us. Then what would you do as
I'll...
Go back to B&Q, kept the uniform, and staff get 13% off decking, so win-win.
You're gonna have to make an effort with her. Have you thought about entering this election?
She told me not to. And anyway, you have to admit, this whole school election thing is bullshit.
You're really saying that 'cause the last time your kids got involved in politics.
Not this again. Rendell got stage fright.
Well, hello, young chap. And what's your ambition in life, eh?
I know.
Come on, everyone knows that school
Wow.
politics is just for losers like Milbank. You know, he came to my class this morning asking for our votes.
And?
I told him to piss off.
You do know he's my candidate.
Oh,
Great guy.
great
I don't
guy.
think it's cool to say you're not into politics.
Now you're sounding really old.
I mean, have you ever voted?
No, I don't need to. Because my dad does my postal vote for me.
Isn't
Winning
that
this election
illegal?
would be a piece
Someone
of piss,
voting for
right?
you.
I just can't be bothered.
Yeah, you can't be bothered because you're afraid of losing.
Losing. My class would rape Milbank.
Your class, Special K, please.
Special care! She calls his class special care!
Pathetic. Right, I'm going back to help my loser win this election.
Well, I am going to the canteen. Because I have got the munchies.
It was a roll-up. Vote for me, prick. Full stop.
Class, we've got an election to win. Who wants to stand? Look, I've seen the other candidates, and we can't win if we're running against them on their terms. So, our inspiration for this election is going to be a certain Pol Pot.
What?
Ain't that the guy that killed anyone wearing glasses?
Yep.
Pol Pots. Sorry, I always
Pol
get them
Pots.
mixed up. You know the one that won Britain's Got Talent? Yeah, we're going to win it on a sympathy vote. And we have got the perfect candidate. Everybody.
The same Paul Potts when Britain's Got Talent on a sympathy vote. He was just a good singer. And he wasn't really up against much.
But he loves a chubby virgin.
No, why is it always me?
Joe, this is your perfect opportunity to make this class proud of you.
I can't do public speaking.
It's easy. It's just like teaching a class.
What if I freeze up?
Well, they say that you should imagine that everyone's naked.
Are you saying that when you teach us, you imagine us naked?
No.
I'll never win anyway.
Of course you can win. All you need is a crack campaign team, and you've got the best in the business. Ying, she is a mastermind. She'll be on strategy. Stephen does plays. He can write your speeches. Mitchell has
AIDS.
got a laptop.
Got a laptop.
He'll run the website.
Hack the website. I've given out more viruses than her.
Shut up! I'll do it on one condition.
Anything.
That for just one day you don't make any stupid comments about China.
Promise. Just to clarify, you do know what voting is. It's just, democracy isn't really a big thing. Never mind. So,
He's not wrong.
what do you reckon? You in?
China is basically a dictatorship at this point.
Right. Team, to the corridor.
Communist dictatorship.
Talk to me, people.
The worst type of dictatorship.
We've got a problem. Everyone entering needs a party, and they're all taken.
Except one.
It's not the BNP, is it?
Worse, Lib Dem.
Bollocks. Right, Stephen, get hold of a yellow tie, draw up a list of promises.
Well, I don't know. It actually could be worse. It could have been the Green Party.
Break.
Right. What are we going to do about Grayson?
Well, he's a Tories candidate, so he's all about cuts. We need to prove his financial plan is completely unrealistic.
Mitchell, you're going to hack the school accounts. Ying, you'll analyse the data.
It's going to take time, though, sir. The mainframe's got me flagged ever since I put the school on Gumtree.
What are we going to do about Milbank?
Doesn't he have a brother?
Edmund Milbank, 14. He's got the school's lowest stat scores. He's asthmatic, dyslexic, wheat, lactose, and sunlight intolerant. He's basically like Rain Man, only he can barely count and isn't allowed near matches.
Perfect. We need him to run against his
Okay.
brother. A sibling rivalry is bound to cause havoc with David's campaign.
Genius!
You're
How do
gonna
we get
get
him to
him
run?
to.
He can't run, he's got gammy legs.
I meant in the election. Chantel, you are going to take his breath away.
Sally's inhaler.
No, flirt with him. Convince him to challenge his brother.
Do I make a chance, please?
I'll make it up to you. Not like that.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
What a bitch! I swear to God.
So, I want to propose the deal.
Fraser, why do we have to do this in an Italian restaurant?
You help me get back into power, and in 2 terms' time, I stand aside and let you take the top job.
No, why would I even want that?
I'm just trying to get you on board.
I'm on your side.
Good, because I've got that hearing later, and I need you and as many teachers as possible to convince the committee I'm still up to the job.
Yeah, about that.
Good luck with that.
Pickwell has sort of started a smear campaign.
At her age, I wouldn't have thought it mattered.
No.
Throw her my bone. Tell her if she helps me get back my job, I'll let her put creationism on the syllabus. She's been banging on about that for years.
Look, I'll do everything I can.
Great. Well, in advance, a little crib sheet. The DeFraser code.
Can't grow a full beard.
Right, skip the weakness section. Strengths. There's your meat and 2 veg.
Right, this stuff is not going to impress the committee. Grade 3 on the oboe.
It's really hard.
Not colourblind.
Yellow.
Appeared on Supermarket...
Yellow.
You appeared on Supermarket Sweep.
I did.
Right, the point is that this shit is not going to help you get your job back. That you can do an impression of Michael Caine.
Blow on me bloody doors.
Yeah, I'd maybe pop that one under weaknesses. I'm sorry, you did not invent the what's up craze.
No one can prove that. What's it?
One spaghetti bolognese and one
Unfolded calzone stromboli. EC por favor.
Unfolded calzone. So, pizza!
You do know that calzones come folded.
Yeah, but it's half the fun.
You are such a bellend.
Yeah.
It should look like a lung.
Garcon, couple of straws.
Garcon.
Well, I've checked the numbers 4 times, and our class candidate for the school election is definitely Edmund Milbank.
Ying, what are the early forecasts?
Supporters of Grayson way out in the lead. The voters love his tough economic stance.
And he scares them shitless.
Where are the school accounts?
Mitchell's working on it.
See? Told you the FBI website was piss easy to hack, man.
I set up a campaign Twitter account. Already got a retweet from Myling class.
Oh, great. About which policy?
I said I loved her hair.
Well, that's a start. What are we going to do about David Milbank?
You mean you didn't hear?
No? What?
Before we begin this hustings, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to those members of the local education authority who have joined us here today. And the rules. No swearing, no music, no spitting, no nudity.
Nudity?
None of that global warming nonsense. Everyone knows it's a hoopla invented by tree-fingering socialists.
True. Ah! Bye! Oh my god, there's someone standing for the Islamic party. It's literally just a white guy with a tea towel on his head.
Good. So, to our first speaker, Frank Grayson, standing as a Conservative.
Vote Grayson prick.
Welcome to the big society. My motto, your problems ain't got shit to do with me. The welfare state...
Oh no! Sorry, it's not a white guy. It's a black guy.
It's brass. Policies. I'm sacking the school nurse. She's pointless.
Fuck off. The guy running for the BNP's black with the huge afro. Yeah. Comedy, am I right? Well, at least back then it was. Nowadays, it's not crazy or funny at all. You'd be surprised how many black people are actually right-wing. Look at the Officer Tatum. He's a legend. You should totally go and follow his YouTube channel, by the way. He's doing a lot of good work for black people in America, actually. You know, the work that the left thinks they're doing, but in reality it's just them trying to make themselves look good at the expense of black people. Yeah. What Brandon's doing is actually helping them.
And she ain't even fit. And secondly, these knobheads, why waste my hard-earned monies on them when instead we could spend it on this? A massive sports day this summer. I'm gonna build the school essential facilities like a velodrome and an equestrian center, you get me? So vote for me or watch your back. Because in the big society, no one can hear you scream.
Right, who's next? Oh, this will be good. It's Form K.
Cheers, sugar tits. I'll do the honors. So, after being told that I couldn't enter this election, let alone win it, here I am with my very own candidate.
From the under 25s category, please welcome Jules
Change of plan. I've written you my own punch here.
Look on his face.
How are those accounts coming on?
Mitchell's still working on it.
And with one click, Mr. Wickers is on the world's most wanted list.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Is that the PE teacher?
What?
You know, when you're written off as a coward, it takes a lot of guts to get back up and show that woman who you really are. Most politicians are like...
Really, Alfie? Is this the kind of man that you are? You're using him to... Wow.
Women. Older women, in that they don't care about you. They patronise you. They don't listen to you in the staff room when you're telling them about paintballing at Chris Lemon's stag do. And like older women, politicians make you think you've got a chance with them, only to shit on you from up on their high horse. And for the record, I do smoke. I get high all the time. There's a photo of me on Facebook smoking a joint at Glastonbury. At least I think Henry said it was weed, but I couldn't hear because Moby was tearing up the dance tent.
Right, well that was as weird as expected.
Nail it. I just embarrassed myself in front of the whole school. Everyone needs to do this stupid election thing anyway.
Okay, next up from Form M is Edmund Milbank.
Right, sit down.
Oh!
Okay, this clearly isn't about the election anymore, because thanks to you-know-who, it's been hijacked.
You know who?
For once.
Stop! Please! Do you remember when we were allowed to make these kind of jokes? What happened?
Once, could you behave like a real teacher?
For the record, I am a real teacher.
Are
A
you
real
though?
teacher wouldn't force their pupils to do things they don't want to do.
Homework?
A real teacher wouldn't put words into their pupils' mouths.
French teacher. Any language, actually.
Are you embarrassing yourself?
Get a room.
Oh, piss off!
Yeah, okay. I think we've had enough of the Gulliver show for one day, unless you'd like to humiliate yourself a little.
Back off, you menopausal witch! If you dare touch my garden or Freddy's tree, I will personally ram that hammer up your ass.
She got told.
Pull yourselves together. I'd like the rest of this hustings to be conducted with due decorum. So, back to the serious business of this election, and our next candidate from Form B, Ben Poppet, who represents the forces of good.
For Spider-Man!
I'm sorry for getting carried away with the whole election stuff.
Your little spectacle back there has played right into my hands. It's going to be even easier to lance two irritating abscesses.
You can't lance us.
Oh, I can when I'm headmistress, and the committee won't complain after seeing that performance. You'll both be out.
Oh dear.
Yeah, well, that would be the case if it wasn't for the fact that Fraser's going to get his job back.
Stop pussy-parping, Wickers.
Pussy
Fraser doesn't stand
parping!
a chance. This is a 500-page character assassination on Fraser. I've compiled one on all of you.
Mr. Wickers, please.
Character assassinations. On your own staff. She really is a bitch,
And
isn't
you
she?
are? Alfie Wickers. I teach Form K. Slow bunch, but, you know, kind of guys that you want to go for a pint with. Not like now, obviously, because they're underage, but I mean, most of them are lightweights. I've never been for a drink with them.
So, how would you describe Shaquille Fraser?
Shaquille!
Shaquille.
Fuck off!
That's your first name?
You said it was Simon.
Shaquille.
Judging by that, you don't know Mr. Fraser at all well.
No. Look,
Explains a lot.
Shaquille may come across as a bit of a geesh. No offence, Fraser.
Geesh?
Standard banter.
Look, I've done some shit here that at any other school would definitely get me fired. Maybe even
It's like he wants to...
arrested.
Does he actually want to lose his job?
But Fraser has never shouted at me, never got me in trouble. And you know, he loves this school. He'd do anything for it. It's his life. And I know it might sound a bit lame, but he's genuinely one of my best friends.
Well, I'm glad you get on so well. Unfortunately, this has no bearing whatsoever on his professional competency.
Exactly.
Can you tell me one thing Shaquille has achieved as headmaster?
And this is where it'll fall down.
Do you guys remember
What's that? Oh dear.
You're up.
He actually did the Michael Caine impression.
Oh, God. Well, the hour is nearly upon us. What will I do first? Maybe I'll build a wicker man in the playground. I wonder who'll go in it.
Sir! Sir!
All right, I'm coming.
Look,
What?
it's the accounts.
Oh, Ying, that's very sweet of you, but it's too late. Grayson's already won.
No, look. This column shows the school's expenses, and this column shows Pickwell's withdrawals. They don't add up, you see. £140 in the school's expenses and £200 in Pickwell's. She's been making that withdrawal every week for years.
Right. Could you explain that again, as though you were explaining it to a child?
Pickwell's been fiddling her expenses.
Oh, God. Ying! I could kiss you.
Don't.
Please don't. It might upset Chantel.
Well done.
No, that's not the issue here. Just don't kiss your students as a teacher. Pretty simple, isn't it?
Why are you walking like you've soiled yourself?
This is my swagger.
What have you got to swagger about?
Read it and
Don't
read.
tell her!
Doubt it. Haven't wept since 1990.
I believe that.
1990.
When she was hounded out of office by her own party.
Well, talking of being hounded out of office, it would appear as though one member of staff has been siphoning off public money. You.
This column? Now, where's your evidence?
You think we didn't make copies? We made copies, right, Ying?
Mayo.
Yeah. That is Chinese for many, many multiple copies.
Yes, well, I'll have you arrested. You stole this information.
Maybe you
You
could tell
stole the
authorities
money!
this in here. I'm sure they wouldn't mind.
No, don't, please.
Uh-huh.
I suggest, if you want to keep any kind of job, you go in there and tell your little pals at the council that Fraser is the most amazing headmaster you have ever had the privilege of working for. Oh, and one more thing I'll need you to arrange. Read the election. Joe Poulter.
Out of the question. Grayson's already won by a landslide.
Joe doesn't even want to be school president.
He doesn't.
I think it would mean a great deal to Edmund.
Actually,
So that twat is
I've got a
gonna
better
win.
idea.
And the winner of the Abbey Grove election is Ben Pippert.
Really? Fat Spider-Man?
With great power comes great responsibility. Thank you.
Wow. The love, can you feel it too? I can feel it all. You might not be able to relate, but anyone who's been to a football match where this song starts playing before the game, fuck me does it set the atmosphere. Jesus Christ, it's a great song to play at football matches, this. Played it at Wembley when I went to I think it might have been the England game that I went to, or it might have been the playoff final. It was one or the other. But they definitely played this at Wembley at least once when I was there. And it made a difference.
I'm the headmaster!
Right, I've got to go outside. I'm going to be sick.
I'm feeling quite drunk.
Me too.
That's because I decided on a little celebration for getting my job.
Spike the punch.
I've spiked the punch. Are you out of your mind?
Not yet, but I do need to sit down. Where's that wheelchair boy?
Remember, posture, eye contact, find some cute giggles, maybe rest your hand on his arm, and then tell him you'll tug him off behind the bins.
No, thank you. I couldn't anyway. They're my dad's.
The more, the merrier.
Well, it's more her age.
Joe, can you get me some more punch?
I don't know where you come from.
You know when it's a new term and you get a new class and there's a kid and that's got potential but really frustrates you because one day they're a grade A and then the next day they're just like a kid who doesn't seem to care. But then by the end of the term you realise that maybe they're perfect after all.
I have that exact same situation with Mitchell.
No, Alfie, it's a meta.
Well?
Put it on.
I need some air.
Yeah, because there's no air in this fucking room, is there, love?
You are my personal salmonella.
No.
Going off on holiday and having sex with Trevor. She's the egg-smashing woman. Egg-smashing woman. She's the egg-smashing woman. And I am the egg. I've been smashed by the woman. You had sex with Trevor. You fucking bitch.
So, that song was dedicated to a woman called Rachel Perkins. I am so over you.
Are you?
And yeah, Rachel, you can go around school telling everyone that I haven't had sex. But 2 weeks ago, I got half a hand job from Kelly Bright on the coach.
Half a hand job? What's that? That's just his way of telling us that he didn't get a hand job then.
On the way home from Cheddar Gorge.
I hope that's not a true story that he implemented into the show. Oh dear. Anyway. Yeah. So that just happened. That's the end. Oh dear. Do you know, I'm really glad that I did this because it's really, it's a really good show. And Jack Whitehall, you know, whatever you got to say about him, whether you say, oh, he's a bit of a posh twat, or, you know, he's whatever. And nowadays, it's, well, honestly, I couldn't honestly say for sure because I haven't watched him, but he's a comedian in 2024 who's still getting his appearances on TV, on British TV and what have you. I think he presented the Graham Norton Show once. I don't think anyone else has ever done that. It's the Graham Norton Show. Only he does it, but he got to do it once during COVID when, you know, they just had 4 people, one on each chair, socially distanced. He presented it once. So, to still have your career like that in this modern age, it means that you are a typical modern comedian. It's going to be all, you know, socially responsible, politically correct humour. But back in these days, he was actually funny, and he did actually have the balls to take some risks with what he was writing and putting out there. And you just appreciate it, don't you? Because this is something that I notice about myself quite often. All my favourite comedy, all my favourite entertainment that I consume, if you like, basically none of it's modern. Like, literally none of it. It's all stuff from 2012 or before that, you know? Because that's... just beyond that point, there's just nothing really that does it for me. And I'm sure most of you are the same. I'm sure most of you agree, but I'd hope that you did anyway. And this is the same, you know, it's a product of its time and its environment. I mean, like, not the literal physical environment, like, metaphorically. You know, 2012, woke hadn't really kicked in yet. Political correctness was a thing, and it was starting to take hold in some people and what have you, but largely it was still the counterculture kind of thing. It was still like part of the counterculture. So yeah, as a result of that, it's actually funny, and I'm enjoying it so far. The first series was funny, and there's some really good jokes. You know, again, like the debate on the stage, the terrorist kid, the terrorist joke about the kid with, you know, for the Islamic Party. That was great, and you wouldn't get that these days in a comedy. You just wouldn't get it, you know? I mean, the closest thing I've seen to a terrorist joke in a modern comedy was when I saw like an advert for a Channel 4 comedy about a Syrian immigrant who comes to live in the UK. He's in line. He's in the queue at like a post office or something, and they get this, you know, this white guy who's short, skinhead. He's gone to get his doll, the Syrian immigrant, and he's talking about, oh, it's not much, no, or it's something like that. And the guy behind him said, yeah, if you don't like it, you can piss off home, basically. And he starts. It's just like this woke, typical, like, oh, it's horrible. It doesn't happen, does it? No one takes those risks anymore. I can't remember what the name of that show was. I think I did find it funny though. Part of it, you know. But anyway, yeah, so that's the end of the first series of Bad Education. I hope you all enjoyed it. Let me know if you want me to continue with this series. Oh, wait. I mean, there's no point in me doing that, because on Patreon. That's another thing. What's going on with the Patreon lately? The activity's been really low. You know, there's no one interacting on the videos or even liking them at this point, but you're all still there, you know. So, that's another thing. Can you come and get involved in the videos? Just drop a comment, you know. Let me know that you're here. Say hello, even. But yeah, I won't bother asking that. We will carry on with it, because I know at least a few people that are enjoying this. So, yeah, we're going to keep it going. But I'm going to leave it there. So, thanks everybody for watching. Everybody on YouTube, when you eventually see this, thank you for watching as well. And remember, as I said, consider coming to join us on the YouTube, on the Patreon, so that you can get access to all our series that are either early access or exclusive, so you don't miss out on any content at all. I don't know where we'll be with keeping up appearances at that stage in the future, but if, and the most likely scenario is that it will be a Patreon only series, if that's the case, by the time you're seeing this, then come and join us for that. Don't miss out on it. Yeah, that's it. So, thanks everybody for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.